I didn't miss the music.
Well, I don't play the garbage music. I play the good stuff. Is this supposed to go all the way there? I don't think
So when the players run over with their phones.
Oh wait, here's one up here. I'll use this one up here. Is that? Can I do that? Is that okay? I know it's in an odd place. Thank you. We got lights. That's a good thing,
right? Check 1 2. Test. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Testing, John. If you can hear that. Test. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Check. Push that up a little bit more. 1 2. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. For those joining us online, our pregame show will start in just a few minutes as we're waiting for the JV game to wrap up. Preston's leading 26-21.
KACH, my local radio.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com. When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
West Motor
They've had their 5 points for the tie. Just hang on to it. La 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 la. You ready there, John?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that John or this John?
You, John.
Me, John.
Yeah, I've already got John's online. We're doing tape delay tonight. So.
Oh, okay. Here?
Yeah, because Richard's on live.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Okay.
All right. It's all right.
All right, well, here we go. This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. We welcome you inside Preston Gym as tonight the Preston Lady Indians take the floor as they open their district play tonight as they play host to the Pocatello Thunder. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter here inside the gym. John Beverly back in studio tonight, keeping us on the air, making us sound good. And John, it's good to see the ladies back on the floor. It's been a while. They've only played one time since, December the
23rd or
22nd or 23rd, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have them back, and a couple of good spots here as we got our starting five back, so we're able to play full team and start out with. We're still missing a couple of good subs, but we're back to almost full strength, and I know Ryan's got to be happy about that.
Indeed he is, and we'll talk to Ryan coming up here in just a few minutes. But for the Lady Indians, as they come in with a record of 8-5, that's the good news. The bad news is they were on a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, but like I say, we've been down, with some good, and we played some good teams. They haven't had an easy schedule this year at all, and and being down a man or two, it really makes a difference. But they're coming back and they're ready for district play, and I think we'll hear from Coach Ryan. He's optimistic.
And for the Pocatello Thunder, yes, that's their nickname now, the Pocatello Thunder. They are 6-8 so far this year, and you might look at it and say, well, they're 2 games under 500. They're struggling. But in the last 2.5 years, they've won a total of 10 games, 6 of them this year.
Right. So, they're a real improved team. They've got some height this year. They've got a couple of gals in the middle there that are just outstanding, can block shots. I think they got us by size by just a little bit, at least for the 2 centers that they have. And then, but we'll match up outside. We have 3 of the best people playing outside with Haley Meek and names are failing. But we like I say, we've got plenty of speed outside, and I think we'll put pressure on them and be able to play a good game against them.
Yeah, it's a rebuilding team, yes, but it's still an important game, as it's one of just the 4 games you have in district play in this crazy situation where only one team out of the district is going to go to the state tournament. All of those 4 games are very, very important.
Yeah, with a small district that we have, it's really important that we these are the games that really matter to us right now, getting between here and postseason. So,
absolutely. Well, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll visit with the coach, Ryan Harris. We'll do that as we continue right after this.
KACH, my local radio.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com. When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Ryan Harris, our guest, here for a couple of minutes as we chat before we take on the Pocatello Thunder. It's nice to get back going again after the holidays. It's been a while since we've seen you.
It has been a while, but you know what? It went quick. It went quick, and maybe it was just because it was a long needed rest.
Yeah, it's not the way you want to go into a long extended break like that either.
No, we didn't play awful. You know what I'm saying? It was just we just played tired. So it was tough to. Coming out of it, I think what we took out of it is we're not going to have a schedule like that again. The schedule in the back-to-back 3-game weekends was, with the 2 immediately following on a Tuesday, Wednesday, I think just wore us out. And so, especially with, this year it turned out we didn't know going in, when we made the schedule last year, we were going to be as low in numbers as we are and then have a few injuries, and that definitely contributed to it. So. But yeah, I think just future scheduling, we probably won't do that again.
Yeah, you schedule all those games in a row, that all of a sudden you got a long day and night travel going all the way to Star Valley and back.
Yeah, and that is what it is, right? It was between those 2 games with Highland and Star Valley. When we saw the schedule this fall, we tried to get one of them changed. to actually during the break. The boys played one game home during the break, and we wanted to play either that same day and have a doubleheader, or do something then and have one of those games move back just to help out a little bit. But we weren't able to make it happen, and so.
Speaking of short numbers, how is the team health-wise? I know you guys had a couple of players scratched up a little bit going into that holiday break.
Yeah, we at one point we had 3 of them completely out. Haley with an ankle and Chloe with an ankle, and then Lizzie has a concussion that unfortunately I don't know that we're going to get her back this year. So. But we get Chloe back, we get Haley back, and so we're at 21 girls, and with those 21 girls, we have 3 that are 2 nursing shin splints, and the other one, some compartment syndrome in her calves, and that's one of our freshmen that can only play 1-2 minute spurts, and so 21 girls and 3 of them still nagging a little bit. It's tough. We're juggling girls with quarters and trying to just make sure we don't get more injuries or have some of these nagging injuries become injuries that keep them out.
So you get to kick off district play here tonight with Pocatello here in town, a team that also is struggling a little bit, not only this season but the last couple of years as well.
Yeah, well, I think they would think they're having a pretty good year compared to the last couple of years. For sure they've been down the last 2 years, and I think at times they've played some pretty darn good basketball this year. And watching them on film, they start 5 athletic girls. They're young. They start 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a senior. And you look at their roster, and there's 2 juniors, 2 seniors, 5 sophomores, and 19 freshmen. And they start 2 freshmen in the varsity game, 5 freshmen started here in the JV game. So apparently they have a very deep and talented freshman class. And you watch their film, and it's just like, yeah, they start 2 freshmen, but they play tough, they play hard, they'll get after you. Yeah, they make some freshman mistakes here and there, but moving forward, I think she's got a pretty good thing going for her there.
What do we need to do to come away with a W tonight and break that losing streak?
Well, we need to come out and play with confidence, play with a little bit of swagger. Having lost, 5 of 6 is where we're sitting right now. I think we just kind of maybe lost a little bit of confidence, lost a little bit of walking into a game knowing that, hey, this is our game, And so tonight we need to not only set the tone for conference play. We're stuck in this stupid 3-team district where one goes to state. Obviously, everybody wants that first district game setting the tone for that. But also, we just need to come out and be us. We need to play our brand of basketball, not let whatever the other teams doing affect what we do, and just get back into playing the way we play. Play aggressive, good, hard defense, get in their face, let our defense create our offense, and go with it that way.
It's the opening night of district. We wish you the best of luck, and hopefully we'll come away with a W.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
Ryan Harris, our guest here on the pregame show. Take a time out. Back with more right after this.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
We had no winner on Wednesday in the KCH Money Magnet contest, so Thursday morning during the 7 o'clock hour, the jackpot will be worth $145. Be listening for your chance to win during the 7 o'clock hour Thursday morning here on KACH.
A proud member of the co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Lady Indians basketball. After making the state tournament a year ago, the new-look Lady Indians look to continue on what has become a winning program. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. Tonight's game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Well, once again, we welcome you here to Preston Gym as tonight the Lady Indians take the floor as they'll go up against the Pocatello Thunder. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter here. John Beverly back in the studio. And John, we're getting ready for tonight's starting lineups here as it'll be, first of all, number 5, Ellie Hawkinson, a sophomore who will start for the Thunder. Hallie Pearson, a senior, will also get a start tonight. Another sophomore, Taylor Bunderson, will start. Alexa Tino, she is a senior. We've seen her the last couple of years. And Kennison Garza, a freshman, and she's a big girl in the middle for the Thunder. Now for the Preston Indians, they get their starting 5 back that we've seen when they reeled off the 8 wins in a row to start the season. And that would be first in the middle, senior Acacia Knapp. Knapp, who averages about 3 points a game. Riley Ward, the senior outside shooter. She averages one of the highest on the team. Amber Anderson, also a senior, averaging about 4 points a game. Michaela Robertson, senior, who coming off a game against Star Valley where she did not score in 38 minutes. And then welcome back Haley Meek as she gets back on the floor after spraining that ankle. She did get into the last game against Star Valley, John. She played 1 minute and did not take a shot.
Yeah, it's gonna take her a couple of games, I think, to loosen up. I think even tonight she's gonna kind of control her feet and get the confidence in her dribble and her ground game. But once she starts to get the confidence, she'll start putting it up into the hoop.
You need to be confident where you're going to set your feet so you don't turn that ankle again.
Absolutely. That's going to kind of be in the back of her mind to start out with.
Here's the opening tip brought to you by Motor Jungle, 597 North State Street in Preston, and is controlled by the Indians. As Meek gets it to Ward up into the front court. Ward will bring it back up to the top of the key. She'll hold it there. As Knapp comes out to set the screen, Ward goes around it, give it to Meek. Meek comes around the double post, back to Ward in the left corner. Now down on the block, comes back to Knapp, back outside to Meek again. She wants to drives into a double team, loses it. We got bodies on the floor, and it's going to be a held ball. It'll go to Pocatello.
Yeah, I think Meek, Haley wanted to drive inside, and she just couldn't quite control the ball, and they kind of tapped it in and away from her.
Good pass up to the front court. Hawkinson drives, tries to go up, got bumped a little. No foul call on the play, and it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it was last touch by Pocatello. Tonight's game, the first quarter, brought to you by Preston Dental Care. You can stop by the office or give them a call and make an appointment, 825-3700. So here comes Meek with the dribble across the midcourt, being harassed there by Pearson. She gets up in the front court, gives it off to Ward over on the left side. Ward comes around the pick, set there. Give it off to Anderson, looks inside, nothing there. Back over to Meek in the right corner. Haley wants to drive. She'll bring it back up top as it comes back to Knapp again. Now Robertson gets her first touch, gives it back to Anderson. And back to Ward. Good defense here by Pocatello. Tough man-to-man defense.
Yeah, they did that in the JV game too. Their inside game and their defense was very good. And their varsity team is showing the same type of defense.
Knapp goes up. She's fouled on the shot. And the foul's going to go against Alexa Tino. It'll be her first. So here's Knapp at the line, someplace she doesn't get to a whole lot. As first one's no good. And Keisha's second. That one misses as well.
Comes in and out, and the freshman, the tall girl, she's definitely going to be a factor inside there on the rebounds.
So we remain scoreless. As here's Bunderson with it down in the corner. And the ball's touched by the Indians and goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Pokey underneath their own basket. A minute and a half gone into the first quarter here tonight.
Both teams starting off a little slow getting to the basket.
Hawkinson brings it into Bunderson. Kick it back outside. Back to Hawkinson. And she'll give it to Pearson as Haley, the senior, will set up the offense. Comes back to her, top of the key. Looks left. Now instead she'll drive. Get it down low to Garza and put it up and in.
Now that could be all day there for Garza, especially because she can handle the ball even as a freshman. She handles the ball quite well underneath there.
Yeah, she looks a couple inches taller than Keisha Knapp, who's our tallest player on the floor in the starting lineup.
And I don't think she's through growing.
As a freshman, I don't think she would be either. Robertson, top of the key. Comes around the screen set by Knapp. Drives, gives it off to Ward. Riley comes back to the free throw line. Meek from straight away. Needs a bounce, won't get it. Nice rebound inside by Knapp. Give it back to Ward. Put it up, it goes in and comes out. And then Tino has the rebound. So here come the Thunder again, back the other way. Tough couple of shots at both ends by Meek and by Ward. Yeah. As Haley comes up quick, tries to steal it, and able to get it away from Hawkinson and bounce it off her knee and went out of bounds.
Yeah, nice play by Haley as she was able to save the ball in and tap it off the leg of Pocatello.
So here's Ward up into the front court. Riley goes behind the back with the dribble, comes around the screen set by Anderson, back to Robertson. Again, come around the screen set by Anderson again. Little layoff passes deflected.
Nice.
Down low. Anderson can't get the layup to go down.
That was a nice tip pass to Anderson underneath by Keisha Knapp, but she just couldn't get it to fall.
There's Pearson up into the front court. Give it off over on the far side, driving, give it back again to Garza. Back in the corner, back to Bunderson, drives the baseline, and she dribbled it off her foot and out of bounds. So the ball will come back over to the Indians again. Preston looking for their first points here in the quarter. In the first quarter tonight, brought to you by Preston Dental Care. Stop by the office at 135 South State Street in Preston. Ward gets across the midcourt stripe, working against Bunderson. Comes around the screen set by Robertson. Gives it back to Michaela. Michaela goes off the glass and in.
Okay, we took the cellophane off, and now the Indians are ready to go to work there and get some of them baskets to fall.
Full court pressure after the made basket. Meek deflected the pass, but then the Thunder get it back up into the front court. Comes back to Pearson. She'll set up the offense. She wants Tino to go through. Now Hawkinson back over here on the left side. Gets it back out top to Pearson again. She holds there. Bunderson over on the right side. As pick and roll, there's Tino down on the block. Tries to go. I'm not sure if that was a pass or a shot. Either way, it ends up in the hands of the Indians.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good job by Michaela to block that shot, actually. Whatever it was.
Robertson has it back up in the front court. Robertson around the screen set by Knapp, wants to drive and has it poked away, loses it. Bunderson picks it up in the back court. She's double teamed, but gets it in the front court. Here comes Garza again. Garza driving, now goes up. Her bank shot's too strong. Meek has the rebound there. 3:20 to play here in the first quarter in a 2-2 tie. As again, Meek loses the ball on the dribble, taken away again by Pocatello. Pearson up into the front court, wants to spin on Meek. Now drive. Over on the left side, give it back to Hawkinson. Tries to go baseline, can't go there. So get it back outside to Pearson again. Pearson back to Hawkinson. A three is just off. Knapp with the rebound, then has to rip it away from Garza, who had a hand on it, trying to get it away from her. Back up in the front court. Here comes Ward for the Indians. Riley holds up a couple of fingers, says we'll run play number 2. Emma Kuntz will be in next time the ball's dead for Preston. Comes back to Robertson, back to Ward. Her three-pointer from straight away is no good. Garza has, or I should say, Tino has the rebound for the Thunder up into the front court. As it goes back to Hawkinson, back across the top of the key. 2:25 to play in the quarter. Both teams a little tight here early on. As get the ball down low, down to Tino. Tries to go up, has it stripped away by Riley Ward. Taken out of the air by Knapp. Back to Ward as they drive it up the floor. Gets into the left corner, back outside. Meek for three. Looks good. Won't go down for. Anderson fights for the rebound inside. Triple teamed, and Garza ties her up. But the ball is it's going to be a foul on Garza instead of a tie-up.
Now that was kind of interesting that that ball was missed by Meek. She shot 2 threes now and haven't make it, but get her confidence up there. It'll work.
Pearson comes off the floor hobbling a little bit. So she's going to go to the bench to get checked out. And Olivia Marshall, number 3, comes in for Pocatello. So Preston has the ball underneath their own basket with 2:02 to play here in the first quarter. Get it in deep to Robertson, back in the corner, back to Ward. A three from the right corner is no good. Long rebound comes off to Kuntz just into the game. Back to Robertson, top of the key. Swing it back over on the right side, back to Ward again. Now back to Robertson. She'll take a three. That's too long. Kuntz with another rebound, puts it back up, partially blocked, goes off the side of the board, and Garza able to grab that one.
Yeah, the Indians are struggling with the 3-point. They're 0 for 5 right now in 3-point shots.
Taylor Rogers into the game as well, as Garza's pass is intercepted by Robertson on a good fronting defense inside the paint. Back out top, swing it back around to Ward. 1:24 to play in the quarter, and a whistle and a foul inside. Ellie Hawkinson for first, team's third for Pocatello. Preston has not committed a foul yet here in the first quarter. Comes into Anderson. Robertson, swing it back over on the right side, back to Ward again. This three is good.
There we go. Let's get Riley going there. She'll make them baskets.
So 5-2, Preston on top, and the blocking foul down low. Probably looks like it's going to go on Knapp.
Yeah, they called a blocking. I didn't think she moved because I think that was a forced run around her, and she ran into her, and Keisha got called for the block.
Reese Winston into the game for the Indians as Knapp comes off. As they get it into the corner, as it comes to Bunderson. lost it and able to go chase it down without any violation. Back to Rogers. Free throw line extended left. Wants to drive, gets cut off by Anderson. Squeezes through the double team but loses the ball. Picked up there by Kuntz. Kuntz up into the front court. 45 seconds to play in the quarter. Kick it back outside to Robertson. Robertson drives, put it up, hard bounce back to Anderson. Back outside Ward. Her three this time is an air ball. As tried to save it with Swinston, but she stepped on the end line, and it'll be Pocatello's ball. So under full court pressure, here come the Thunder again. Nice hands by Anderson to again intercept the pass. Ball's loose in the front court, picked up by the Thunder, and then get in the hands of Hawkinson. 23 seconds to play in the quarter. Back to Rogers. Top of the key. Looking, swings it back over as it comes back to Marshall. Marshall, top of the key, 15 seconds, still very deliberate with the ball. Back to Rogers again, who traveled. She moved both feet before she put the ball on the ground.
Yeah, she had the right idea. She was going to pass. She started the pass, but she dropped the ball when her feet moved. So after
7 seconds to play in the quarter. Robertson up into the front court with 5, with 4, driving with 3. Just throws it up at the basket to try to draw a foul. And she hit iron, but didn't get the call that she was looking for. And Preston will lead by 3 after the end of the first quarter. 5-2, Preston on top. Get a look at the score there on mylocalradio.com as we'll go to quarter number 2, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest right after this.
KACH.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 spray-on lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today. 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Preston has the ball to start the second quarter. They lead 5-2 as the entry pass is knocked away by Garza as it goes to Kuntz, and then Garza compounds the problem by committing a foul.
I believe that's
no,
her
it wasn't
second.
on her. They called it on Bunderson. That's a bit of a break.
Yeah.
You were going to say it was her second, and you were right. It would have been. Instead, it's on Bunderson, and it's her first. Ball comes into Meek. Haley holds. Swing pass over into the left corner. Ward has it there. She'll bring it back out top. As Haley, or I should say Riley, backing up, directing traffic, goes to Haley in the left corner. Her three from there is
Got
good.
it. There's the girl we want to see.
Haley Meek drills the three. She gets on the score sheet. Up into the front court. It comes to Rogers, driving all the way off the glass and in.
That was a nice running coast-to-coast basket for the Thunder.
A 4-point lead for the Indians. It's 8-4. As Ward again working against Rogers. Back to Meek again on the left side. Free throw line extended left. So again, she'll instead bring it back up to the top of the key. Yo-yo's the dribble up and down with the right hand. Fall away jumper. Tough shot. Doesn't get it to go down. Swainston with the rebound is tied up. And this is going to go back to Pocatello. Second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. It's 17 South State Street in downtown Preston. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest.
Yeah, turnovers are a big deal, Dan, for both teams right now. They're both struggling turning the ball over.
Rogers has to hurry to get in the front court to beat the 10 count and then throws it off the official, but it was deflected. It'll stay with Pocatello. We're back here tomorrow night. Preston's boys team will be on the floor. They have a tough assignment tomorrow night against Blackfoot. Three-pointer put up there by Marshall is no good. As Swainston had the rebound, had it taken away by Garza for the layup.
Yeah, Garza saw a chance to grab that ball and just yanked it away from her. She's big and strong. You know, that's not much of a contest underneath there.
She was holding up over her head, kind of lost her balance, and Garza said, "Thank you, I'll take that."
Right.
And made the layup. Inside, the pass goes to Knapp in the paint. Shot no good. Rebound to Garza, held, and Preston. Oh, they're going to call it a holding foul instead of a held ball. Foul will go against Swainston. That's her first. Just 2 on the Indians here in the half. Pocatello has 4 on their team as Anderson and Robertson will come back in. Swainston and Riley Ward go back to the bench. Maya Lusk into the game here for Pocatello as well. So full court pressure by the Indians as it comes to Lusk. Comes across the midcourt stripe. Has her pass deflected, but it makes it to its target anyway, and Rogers. Swing it all the way in the corner. Garza from the right corner needs a bounce for the 3. Won't get it. Ball's loose inside, collected there. Back outside, it comes to Hawkinson. Back to Rogers. Wants to drive. Gets cut off by Meek. Back over on the left side. He goes back to, or right side rather, back to Marshall. Marshall comes back up to the top. They'll lob it inside, get it down low to Garza. Turns at the paint. Goes off the side of the board. Robertson has it punched away by Garza, but Knapp able to chase it down. Give it back to Robertson. 5.5 to play here in the first half. Low scoring half. Preston leads by 2. It's 8-6. Back to Anderson. And she gets fouled. She gets bumped. She took kind of an awkward step and comes up hobbling just a little bit. As the foul is going to go on Ellie Hawkinson. That'll be her second. And 5th on the team.
You know, it's really rough in the center with the post players that they have in there right now. They're really battling in there.
Robertson, top of the key. Still wants Anderson to come up and set the screen. Then she'll go around it. Anderson rolls but can't get the pass. Comes back over to Meek on the left side. She mishandled it and has to go chase it down. As they're really packing in on that high post offense for the Indians, and a timeout called by the Indians. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well, and we'll be right back. Preston leads 8-6 here with 5 minutes exactly to play in the second quarter.
KACA.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 spray-on lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest.
KACH.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Motor Jungle. Remember, they'll work on all the vehicles that other mechanics won't, even the one that you drive. They'll do anything from oil changes to new engine replacements as well. Stop in and find out more at Motor Jungle, 597 North State Street in Preston. Preston leads by 2, 8-6. With 5 minutes exactly to play here in the first half as it comes into Ward, just back into the game. Riley gives it off to Meek, holds it above her head, swing it over in the left corner, down to Robertson. Robertson fakes, now wants to go baseline, shoots over. Garza needs a bounce, won't get it, tapped around, and it comes right back to Michaela. Back out top to Meek again. She'll look at a 3, pump it from there and hit it. Pair of 3s in the game for Haley. She's got 6, and Preston leads 11-6. Hawkinson into the front court as it comes to Lusk. Up at the free throw line, give it back to Hawkinson. Now Garza from the left baseline. That's no good. And this time Robertson has the rebound again. She'll push it back up into the front court. 4:15 to play in the first half. Robertson takes the 3. That's no good. And Robertson had the long rebound come back to her, and they call a foul against the Indians. Foul is going to be a pushing foul against Riley Ward. It'll be her first. And just the third of the half against the Indians. Pocatello with 5 team fouls as Garza will come off. They get Tino back into the game. Backcourt pressure again by the Indians. Bad pass goes over its intended target, and right there is Knapp to intercept it. So a turnover on the full court press for the Indians as Robertson gets it back up into the front court. Ward, top of the key, works on Rogers, wants to drive, will give it off to Meek on the left side. Haley down the middle, put it back up, needs a bounce, won't get it. Tap by Knapp, no, as it's taken away again by Rogers. Again, Preston gets a hand on it. Rogers all the way down the floor, can't get the layup to go. And here comes Ward again, weaving her way up the floor. And runs in, makes contact with Hawkinson, and she's fouled on her way to the basket.
Yeah. Would Riley, the one shooting there? Yeah, it'll be Riley Ward shooting, yeah.
Trouble here for Pocatello. That's 3 fouls on Hawkinson here in the first half. Plus they're out of fouls for the half, as that's 6 on the team, as Riley goes to the free throw line and misses the first. Preston 0 for 3 from the line so far here tonight.
No, I believe it was Coach Ryan that was talking about being able to get a rhythm going again, after being with the long layoff.
Right.
Once they get their rhythm going again and back into
Bunderson trapped.
Together.
Gets it off, goes to Marshall. Marshall has it poked away by Robertson. Here comes Ward again all the way. Left-hand layup is good, and a foul. So the basket's good. The foul will go on Marshall. And Ward will go back to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. Riley, who just made 1 out of 2 a moment ago, goes back to the line. A 68% free throw shooter on the year, and she makes that. Gives her 7 here in the first half, and Preston opens the lead up to 9. Lusk into the front court, gives it off to Tino. Wants to drive, and then drives, pushes her way through a double team, and is fouled going to the basket. And the foul is going to go against Michaela Robertson. It'll be her first and the team's 4th. So here's Tino at the line. And her first free throw is good. Her first point of the night. Jaylee Roberts comes into the game, replacing Acacia Knapp. Roberts, who's gotten just a little bit of playing time here and there, not a whole lot.
They cut her time down in the JV game so that she could have some time tonight.
Tino makes both free throws, and it's 15-8. So here is Ward up into the front court. Oh, nice move. It's almost spun away from Rogers, but she was able to recover. Tino way out the free throw line. Give it to Meek. Another 3. This one's short. As Garza just back into the game, gets the rebound. Give it off to Rogers. Up into the front court. Ward had a hand on it. Ward takes it away. Riley driving against Garza. Laid up, no good. Meek with the follow.
See, that's one of the good things that Meek does is she follows in the basket. She plays both ends of the court really well.
Bunderson on the right side. Bounce it down low. Tried to get it to Garza. Intercepted by Robertson. Boy, they're triple teaming Garza inside. There's Anderson up the floor. Good running hustle by Anderson for the layup. And a timeout called by Pocatello. 2:15 to play as Preston has opened the lead up to 11. We'll take a timeout and be right back.
KACH.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by West Motors in Preston and in Logan. If you need a new car or truck for a high school or college student, West Motors is the place to go. Stop in and save today. West Motors in Preston and in Logan. So an 11-point Preston lead with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first half. Very deliberately, the Thunder get the ball back up into the front court. Bounce it to Tenno. Tenno give it back over to Pearson, just back into the game. Pearson had to come in and replace Hawkinson, who's on the bench with 3 fouls. Down low, they get it back to Garza for the little layup.
That's their bread and butter right there is lob into Garza and let her take it up over the rim.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. You're going to see that for the next 3.5 years.
Yeah.
As the bad pass to Ward, intercepted by Garza. Garza give it back to Bunderson. Up into the front court. Crisscrosses on Ward. Give it back to Pearson. Pearson wants to drive the baseline, gets cut off there by Robertson. Kick it back outside to Tenno, outside the arc. Skip pass comes across back to Bunderson. Back toward the free throw line. Ward knocked it away. Kuntz just back onto the floor, but goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pocatello. As Emily Wrigley will come into the game, the junior, as she will replace Taylor Bunderson. This is a young team. In fact, this is a young rebuilding program. You heard Ryan Harris talk about on the pregame show. Of their 3 teams, for varsity, junior varsity, and freshmen, they have 19 freshmen that they dress.
Nice. That'll be a good couple of years down the road.
Robertson, out top, Roberts. Down to the right corner comes to Ward. Look down low, can't get it to Roberts, so we'll swing it back out top again, back to Kuntz. Back to Ward again on the right side. Wants the screen set there by Anderson. The pick and roll is intercepted, taken away by Wrigley. Gets it up into the front court. Gets cut off. Give it to Garza, top of the key. Garza passed a little bit too tall for Haley Pearson. It goes out of bounds. As Rogers comes back in, and Maya Lusk will go back to the bench. As Roberts and Swainston both, or not Swainston, rather Kuntz come to the bench for the Indians, who get the starting 5 back on the floor for the final 30 seconds of the half. Here's Ward up into the front court. Give it back to Meek on the right side. Meek, one bounce dribble. Little pick and roll goes to Anderson. She can't get the layup to go down. Tenno has the rebound with 17 seconds left. Back to Rogers. Ahead it goes to Garza. Down the paint, little layoff pass down to Wrigley. Her shot goes off the bottom of the board. Taken away by the Indians. 5 seconds to play in the quarter. Meek gets up to half court, lets a mid-court shot go. Oh, it hit 2 sides of the rim and still came out.
That hit and rolled from the front to the back and wouldn't drop. Came out, spun out.
So Preston with a 14-point quarter will lead by 9 going to the break. 19-10 is the score. We invite you to stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction halftime report is coming up right after this.
KACA.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
Saving money by shopping with coupons is finally worth it. You don't have to spend hours looking for places to clip the coupons. They can be right at your fingertips on any smart device. Log into your Stokes Market Rewards account to find dozens of coupons every week. It's so easy you can't afford not to use coupons as you shop. They can help you put your rewards account on your smart device at the service desk at Stokes Market in Preston. Shop, enjoy, save with digital coupons at Stokes Market in Preston.
We had no winner on Wednesday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest, so Thursday morning during the 7 o'clock hour, the jackpot will be worth $145. Be listening for your chance to win during the 7 o'clock hour Thursday morning here on KACH.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologists can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any
KACH.
Welcome back. This is the Rouse Construction Halftime Report for those watching on mylocalradio.com as the cheer squad is entertaining the folks here at halftime. And John Slaughter, kind of a slow start for the Indians, but they end up scoring 14 points in the second quarter and lead 19-10 at the break.
Right. Like I said, it was a slow start for both schools, really. But then Pocatello realized that they could get inside to Gunderson. Is it Gunderson?
Garza.
And, and once they figured that out, now the Indians have started to triple team her. So we'll see what comes out the second half. But we got to make sure that some of these, the guards, the other four, don't get hot. Because once they start getting hot, that could make a difference underneath. So, the Indians are hanging in there, doing a good job. Good to see Haley make a couple of baskets and get her thing, but she looked like she was limping just a little bit, so I hope she's okay on that foot. Yeah,
I was just going to say that Meek and Ward had good first halves, 8 and 7 between them. But like you said, it looked like Haley maybe just a little bit tender still on that ankle.
Yeah, and I think she'll probably back off just a little bit this second half. But, Michaela Robertson is doing a fantastic job. She's in there rebounding, and so is Anderson. Those two gals underneath, pulling that post position up. And then Keisha's been doing really well, too. So, the Indians could have a good second half.
Well, hopefully they will. Hopefully they'll be able to put that together. They lead 19-10 after the first half here tonight in the district opener. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back here on the Rouse Construction Halftime Report. And when we do, we'll look at the score sheet from the first half, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. That's all coming up right after this.
KACH.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
Thursday night, the Preston Indians get back on the floor when the Blackfoot Broncos come to Preston Gym. The Indians are off to a great start to the season with a 9-1 record. However, Blackfoot is also off to a great start this year as well. Join Lyle Fuller and myself as we'll have the call for this very important game for both teams. Our coverage gets underway on Thursday evening with the pregame show at 7:15 and the tip-off is set for 7:30. It's the Indians and the Blackfoot Broncos Thursday night on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County. Some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, let's take a look at the stat sheet here from the first half, brought to you by Naylor Insurance, with many options to serve you from home, health, life, and auto through the Liberty Mutual Insurance. It's Naylor Insurance, 153 North State Street in Preston, or call them at 852-0810. Kenneth Garza had 6 of Pocatello's 10 points in the first half. Alexa Teno had 2, and Taylor Rogers had 2 for their 10, and they were 2 for 2 from the free throw line. For the Indians, Keisha Knapp played but did not score. Riley Ward had 7 in the first half. Amber Anderson had 2. Michaela Robertson had 2. And Haley Meek with a couple of threes. She finished the first half with a total of 8 points. Preston was 2 of 5 from the free throw line in the first half of tonight's game. So we invite you to stay tuned for the second half coming up just around the corner. This has been the Rouse Construction Halftime Report. We'll have second quarter action for you coming up right after this.
KACH.
Rouse Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Rouse Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Rouse Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County. Some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
In the fairy tale, the lion needed to have a thorn removed from his paw. So it is in real life. Every so often our tires pick up thorns and debris that need to be removed so that our world can keep going round. When it happens to you, think Motor Jungle. Motor Jungle can help you with all of your tire needs, whether you need a new set, your current tires need rotated, or to remove the occasional thorn. Motor Jungle is the go-to guy, tackling the jobs other mechanics turn down. Motor Jungle at the north end of State Street.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Well, here we go. Preston will have the ball to start quarter number 3 here tonight, and they lead in a low-scoring first half, 19-10. So they get the ball to Ward and give it back to Haley Meek. Meek comes across the top of the key. Robertson now back to Meek again. Swing it back over to Ward. Down low, Robertson turns. A little 8-foot jumper, needs a bounce.
Get in there.
Good, touches the rim 2 or 3 different times, and then knocked out of bounds finally by Garza as she knocked it away from Anderson. So Preston will keep the ball underneath their own basket. Yes. Ward lobs it in. Robertson gets it at the free throw line, has her about 8-foot jumper blocked. It's a heck of a play to get the ball inside like that, but Pearson comes away with it for Pocatello.
I thought she was hammered on that play a little bit, but.
Bounce it down low, get it into Teno, has it stripped away. Bunderson picks it up, tries to get it back to Garza. As they wrestle on the floor for it, it'll be a held ball and stay with Pocatello. So looking for somebody to step out of bounds and bring the ball in. It'll be Garza. who's going to bring it in. As pass was deflected, this is by Robertson, finds its way outside. However, Bunderson's shot is no good. Inside, Pearson, no good. Garza with a big rebound, no good. Back to Tenno as they get another opportunity and another foul inside.
Yeah, that's 4 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds that gave them 4 opportunities to make a basket there. But still, Preston has to get position, block out, get the ball up, get the ball from off the basket, bring it down from the rim.
Keisha Knapp called for the foul. And here is Alexa Tenno at the free throw line. She misses her first. She had 2 points in the first half, both on the only 2 made free throws of the half, put up by Pocatello. And her second is too long, and the rebound is off and comes down to Meek, who hustles the ball up into the front court. Passes behind Robertson and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, a little hard, little fast. Instead of controlling the ball, she jumped past it, and it kind of got away from Kayla.
So give the ball back to Pocatello up into the front court as they get it back down low. Garza on the baseline. Good pass inside to Tenno. Gets blocked and fouled.
I actually thought that was a good block by Meek.
Haley called for the foul, her first, team second. And Tenno's going back to the line again. Her first free throw here is good. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st East in Preston, as the free throw is no good. Meek up into the front court. Oh, great pass to Anderson down low. Couldn't get the layup to fall, and that ball will be held, and it will stay with the Indians. Knapp had the rebound and then got tied up.
Yeah, usually she pulls that right out because, she uses her strength to pull that away from a tie-up. But they were able to hang on. Of course, that was Tenno.
There's Ward to bring the ball in, looking for somebody to cut to the ball. You got to hurry, and they didn't get it in. Anderson was just kind of running in circles, and Meek was stuck in the left corner, and Ward couldn't get it to either of them. So here's Bunderson up in the front court. She kicks it, picked up there by Knapp. Knapp gets it off to Robertson as she goes sliding across the floor, and Michaela will bring it back up into the front court. Right corner it goes to Ward. Back to Michaela. Looking at a three. No good, just a hair long, as the rebound is swatted at by Meek and a foul by the charging on Anderson. That's her first. But quickly, Preston's team fouls adding up here in the second half. We've played about a minute and 40 seconds, and they have 3 team fouls. As the inbound pass is deflected, and it comes to Meek. Haley looks at a three. No good. As the rebound is off, taken by Pearson. Quickly up the floor, back to Garza. Waits for Knapp to go flying by and then lays it in.
Yeah, they can use Garza on that cherry pick play all night.
Robertson up into the front court. Look out. As Anderson cutting to the basket is knocked down by Hawkinson, and the Coach Harris is incensed that wasn't a foul.
All the officials are looking at each other because they wasn't sure who was the one on top, bringing the ball into the key.
Well, let's put it this way. If we're playing football, it would have been pass interference. Meek, good move. Off the glass and in. Haley's got 10. And Preston leads 21-13. A wild pass up into the front court. Garza chases it down, passes it underneath. Hawkinson able to pick that up. She goes off the glass, no good. Garza goes back up, no good, but she's fouled.
They're going to go on Anderson again. Is that her second?
Nope, it's going to go on Knapp. It'll be her third. So here's Garza back to the free throw line. She'll shoot a pair. First shot here is no good. Garza with 9 points. Check that, 8 points, I should say. As Jaylee Roberts will come back into the game, as Keisha Knapp with her 3 fouls will come to the bench. Garza will try the second free throw. And that one's no good as well. Meek with the rebound. Quick pass up the floor. Comes to Robertson. And now they call the foul as Lusk got in underneath her and hindered her landing.
Right. She didn't give her the space to come down.
First on Lusk, first on Pocatello of the half. Preston ball underneath. Meek will bring it in. Good pass inside, in and out of the hands of Anderson. And then they're going to call it a held ball, but it's going to go back to Pocatello. That's lucky because Anderson could have easily been called for the foul.
Right. On that reach in right there.
Comes to Rogers after the inbound pass. She's double teamed, and there's a reach in foul, or a push rather, against Ward.
Yeah.
Her second. That's 5 on the team. And we still only, with 5:16 to play here in the third quarter, is Robertson able to knock it away. Ball will stay with Pocatello underneath their own basket in the backcourt. As it comes into Rogers. Backcourt, full court pressure again by the Indians. Get it up to the timeline to Hawkinson, up into the front court. Lusk will give it back to Hawkinson. Look down low to Garza. Back outside. They'll work it back up top again. Back to Pearson. Pearson working against Riley Ward. She brings the ball back out to the top of the key. Ward gives her a little bump as she gets the ball to Lusk. Take it back to Hawkinson. Now back to Lusk again. Free throw line extended left. Bounce it down low in the corner. It comes back to Rogers, who brings it back out. Free throw line extended. Wants to drive on Meek. Gets cut off, so she'll give it back to Hawkinson again. Her three is no good. Long rebound comes off to Meek for the Indians. Haley will push back up in the front court. 4.5 to play. 21-13. Preston leads by 8. Robertson puts it in and a foul.
Yeah, that was a good move by Robertson to take that baseline and come up over the edge of the rim for the basket.
Foul's going to go on Mia Lusk. That's her second. Second on the team for Pocatello here in the half. Preston leading by 10 again. And now Robertson at the line to complete the three-point play, which she does. Michaela's got 5 in the game. As full court pressure again after the made free throw. Comes back to Lusk. Garza from the left corner hits the 2. Two-pointer this time, as Garza has 10 in the contest. Back to a 9-point lead for the Indians, 24-15. Anderson almost lost it. Hawkinson right up in her face will give it back to Ward. Now back to Meek in the left corner. Haley's 3 is good.
If that isn't a confidence builder for you.
What was the gong for? As Preston again takes the ball away. Back to Robertson, lay it in, and another foul.
Another opportunity for Michaela for a three-point play.
Foul's going to go against Mia Lusk again, who quickly has 3, as Tino will come back into the game. So 3 team fouls quickly here against Pocatello. And with 3:46 to play here in the third, Robertson back to the free throw line and makes it again. So a couple of three-point plays for Michaela Robertson. She has 8 in the game. And Preston again will show the full court pressure as the ball comes to Rogers. Rogers almost lost it, able to pick it back up, get it back up into the front court. Lusk gives it to Tino at the free throw line, wants to drive, forces her way through a double team, and it's taken away there by Roberts. She'll give it back to Robertson, back up into the front court. Right corner, rather, it goes back to Ward. Riley gets cut off. What comes around the screen set by Robertson. Meek again, another 3 from the corner. This one's short, and Garza will pick that out of midair. Back to Lusk. She runs the ball back up in the front court. And that's going to be deflected, they say, but Haley Meek chases it down, gives it down back to Ward, and she's fouled going up. And that's going to be another foul on Lusk. And that'll be 4.
Boy, those are quick fouls.
No, they didn't call it on her. They called it on Pearson. That's a little bit of a break. Timeout called by Pokey with 3:02 left to go here in the quarter. Take a timeout. We're back right after this.
KACA.
Why just get a job when you can start an exciting career in healthcare? Franklin County Medical Center is now hiring. We are looking for talented people to join our team. With multiple positions available across several departments, day or night shifts, full or part-time, there's something for everyone. Make a difference in our community. Start a career at Franklin County Medical Center. We have competitive pay, referral bonuses, benefits including education assistance to help you advance your education and expand your career options. Find out more about what is available and apply at fcmc.org/careers.
KACH.
Well, tonight's game is also brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance. You know, they have many options for you insurance-wise. You can drop by their office and pick up a competitive quote. 85 South State Street in Preston is where you'll find them, or give them a call at 852-2500. That's 852-2500 for Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency. Preston with a bit of a run here in the third quarter. They lead by 15 as they led by 9 at halftime. 30-15 is the score, and Riley Ward will go here to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one for Riley is no good. She's 2 out of 4 from the line tonight. And Riley with 7 points overall in the game. And back to the free throw line to shoot the second, and that one is good. Gives her 8, and Preston leads by 16 with 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Press has been difficult for Pocatello to deal with here in the second half so far, as it comes over here on the right side to Rogers. She'll bring it back out top, working against Ward. Riley got a hand on the pass, but it made it to Pearson anyway. Back to Tino, wants to drive. Her shot was partially blocked, taken away again by the Indians. In the front court, Kuntz just back into the game, has it in the right corner, tries to bounce it inside to Roberts, who Garza reached out and grabbed a hold of and pulled her way around her and didn't get called for a foul. Here's Marshall back into the game. Lob it inside, back to Kuntz. Turns to the right in the paint, put it up and in. Kuntz has a dozen and leads all scorers for Pocatello. Here's Ward up into the front court, comes around the screen. Driving all the way, keeps it and puts it in. Bank shot over Garza and gets it to go in.
Yeah, she stopped about 8 feet out and just put it up off the glass.
Again,
nice little run shot.
Again, full court pressure comes to Tino. Lay it off to Garza, off the glass, no good. Garza has it again. She tries to go back up, and she's held. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul's going to go on Jadely Roberts. That'll be her first. But that's 6 now on the team. Preston's out of fouls for the half with 1:45 to play here in quarter number 3. Garza's next free throw here is no good. She's 0 for 3 from the line tonight. Knapp and Robertson back in. Ward and Anderson go back to the bench for Preston. So here's the second free throw for Kenzie Garza, who's 0 for 3 from the line so far here tonight. That one does go in and gives her a total of 13 and ties her for high point honors for both sides, as she's equaled Haley Meeks 13. Robertson muscles her way up into the front court. 1:30 to play. Swinston back into the game, gives it back to Robertson, top of the key. Lob it down low inside as Roberts tries to turn on Garza. Garza says, get that stuff out of here, knocks it away. Back up in the front court, it comes to Rogers. Back to Pearson. Down low, now kick it back outside. Garza from straight away for 3. Needs a bounce, won't get it. As Knapp has the rebound there for the Indians. 1:10 to play in the half. As Robertson looks over at Coach Harris, yelling out instructions from the bench. Comes around the screen, top of the key. Wants to drive down the left side, gets tied up, and it's going to stay with Preston.
One thing about Preston letting Garza shoot from the outside is that gives us the the rebound advantage inside, and so with that, Harris saying let her shoot until she makes.
Down low, Robertson turns, shoots over Garza. That's no good, and Hawkinson has the rebound inside. She'll give it off to Rogers, back up into the front court. Back down low to Garza, who gets shoved in the back from behind. That's on Knapp, and that's going to be 4. So Knapp just back into the game, quickly picks up her 4th foul. And she's going to have to come back to the bench again as Amber Anderson will come back into the game. So Ward trying to muscle up on Garza just a little bit, gets called for the foul, her 4th, and she heads back to the bench. And now here's Kennison Garza back to the line. 1 of 4 from the line tonight. Makes that one. Gives her a total of 14 in the game, and she'll get one more. 33-19, Preston with the lead. Next one is good again. So she's found her stroke all of a sudden and now has 15 in the game. And a mental mistake by the Indians as they throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, you got to watch those unforced turnovers, unforced errors, Preston, they've got to watch their passes. I know they're trying to cut and free themselves up on the full court press, but, there's
45 seconds left. A 3 from the corner by Wrigley is good. And that dips a little bit more into the Preston lead as it's down to 10, 33-23. 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Robertson around the screen at the top of the key. Working hard against Rogers to try to get free. Bounce it to Anderson. Turns in the paint, can't get a shot. Comes back outside to Robertson. 20 seconds to play in the quarter. Robertson looks down the right side, nothing there. Tries to drive down the right side, still can't. And then a 5-second call. Good defense there by Taylor Rogers to draw the 5-second violation.
I think the official called that 5-second because Michaela got away with a push-off offensively. And so I think he counted a little fast on that one.
Back down low to Garza. A little shot from about 8 feet is no good at the buzzer. Rebound by Swainston, and Preston's lead shrinks to 10 as we go to the 4th quarter. 33-23. 4th quarter brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. We'll go there right after this.
KACA.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Well, lead down to 10 here as we start the 4th. 33-23. Preston with a 10-point lead. Ward driving. Gives it off in the corner. It goes there to Kuntz, who brings it back out to the top of the key again. Back to Meek. Snap it inside. Back to Robertson. Down low. Get the hoop and the harm.
I could give her her 3rd 3-point play. Inside, the hard way.
Absolutely. Foul's going to go on Hawkinson. That's her 4th. So now each team with a player with 4 fouls in the game. As Lexi Tenno back into the game. As Hawkinson leaves with her 4 fouls. And here's Michaela Robertson, who's 2 for 2 from the line so far here tonight. And this one
made it.
Bounces in this time. Gives her a total of 11 in the game. And it's 36-23, a 13-point lead for the Indians. Wrigley. Get pass across court to break the press. Goes to Tenno. Down low to Garza. Lay it in. Kennison Garza's got 17. Meek driving. Fake pass. High off the glass. No good. Garza's got the board. They'll get it out quickly. Wrigley, who hit a 3 at the end of the 3rd, gets it up in the front court. Comes back over as it's back to Rogers again. Now she'll bring it back out top, give it back to Marshall. Back to Wrigley, free throw line extended right. Bad pass, intercepted there by Meek, who tries to slam it off. Her leg's no good, and they get it down low to Garza, and Garza's fouled. But it's going to be on the floor, and the foul's on Robertson. But now with Preston now with 8 fouls as a team, it's going to be 1-1 for Garza, where she's 50% tonight, 3 out of 6. First shot is no good. She missed the front end of the 1-1.
Anderson does a great job in putting her body in front of for the rebound there. You know, using her body and positioning, blocking out.
Meek, free throw line extended right. Tries to get it to Robertson on the roll, who saves it on the floor, but she threw it right to Alexa Teno. Here come the Thunder again, back the other way. In the corner, it goes down there as it goes to Marshall. Swinging backward in the left corner, back to Rogers again. Back to Marshall at the top of the key. Come to Wrigley over here on the right side. Wrigley inside Teno in the paint. Lays it off, tried to get it to Garza, but the pass was took her away from the basket. Back in the left corner, a three-pointer from there is no good. Meek had the rebound, stripped away by Wrigley. Teno picked it up, and then Wrigley fouls in the backcourt. As Anderson got the ball, but then Wrigley reached in to try to take it away. Her first, 6th on Pocatello, so now they're out of fouls as well. And that means free throws for both sides the rest of the way. Fourth quarter brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. You know them, you trust them, they're here to stay. Here's Ward into the front court for the Indians. Wants to drive, gets cut off. Ryan Harris calling a play from the sideline right here in front of us. Gives it back to Ward. Goes to Kuntz. Back out top to Robertson. Drives. Nobody there. She missed the layup. As Garza has the layup. Robertson was surprised there was no defense there, and she got so excited she missed the layup. As it comes back over to Marshall. Back out top. Nope, we'll go back in the corner again. Back to Rogers. Rogers. Now back to Marshall again. Three-pointer put up there. That's off Rogers, no good. As Meek chases it down. Gets bumped from behind by Teno. Tries to throw it off of Teno. And the ball's loose and it's going to stay with Pocatello. Ryan Harris is way out on the floor and gets teed up. So Ryan Harris comes way out on the floor and gets teed up by the officials. As not sure what he's arguing about. As Ryan's saying that they had possession before the contact. So the technical on Harris. That's his second this year that I know of. And now here's Garza back to the free throw line to shoot the free throws, and the first one is good.
Well, it's kind of interesting, you know. There is quite a bit of noise in here, but he was trying to call that timeout, and they had the ball, but then there was a foul underneath, and they didn't get the timeout.
So Garza makes both free throws, cuts the lead down to 9. And now they'll keep the ball here as well, as it be Pocatello's ball out at the midcourt stripe. And Ryan Harris is still hot under the collar. Rogers will give it back to Pearson, just back out onto the floor. Swing it back over to Wrigley in the corner. Get it to Teno at the elbow. Swing it all the way back around. Back to Rogers. Steps in from the right elbow. That's no good. Anderson fights for the rebound. Takes it away from Garza. And then it's deflected out of bounds by Rogers. As Ryan Harris says, now can I have a timeout? And the official says, yes, you may. 5:06 to play here in the fourth. Preston leads by 9, 36-27. We're back right after this.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH.
Stokes Market also brings you tonight's game. Stokes Market True Value with fresh bakery and deli items and now fresh sushi made daily. Stokes Market True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. As you get a look at the score for those watching on My Local Radio, it's 36-27. Still a lot of time left. 5:06 left here in the fourth. Full court pressure here by Pocatello. Preston's ball, baseline backcourt. Meek to bring it in, gets it into Ward. As they'll now fall out of the pressure and go man-to-man as Ward works against Wrigley to get across the midcourt stripe. Cation Knapp back into the game with her 5 fouls. Give it back to Robertson. Wants to drive. Baseline for the layup.
She's so good at that baseline drive and putting it up off the glass.
Preston shows full court pressure themselves. They get it out to Tenno to break the press down low. Garza missed the layup. Gets her own rebound. No good. And Meek and Knapp run into each other, but Haley able to keep the ball. Gets it off to Ward. To Robertson up into the front court. Snap pass down low to Anderson. It's off her hands and out of bounds. Maya Lusk is going to come back in with her 3 fouls. So here comes full court pressure by the Indians as Lusk now is going to go all the way deep. And it'll be Garza to bring the ball in back court. Garza gets it in as it comes to Rogers. They collapse on Rogers. Now they get it back up toward the timeline. Rogers into the front court. Stops just inside the arc. Knocked away from behind by Ward. Picked up by Robertson. Robertson loses it. Anderson dives on it. It's tied up, and it's going to stay with Pokey. The ball knocked away from behind. Garza will bring it in from the midcourt stripe as she gets it into Rogers. Rogers against Ward. Wants to drive. Comes around the screen. Garza staying way outside. Seems like she'd be more effective near the basket as her three-pointer is no good. Knapp has the rebound, gives it to Ward, and she'll push it back up into the front court as we go under 4 minutes to play in the regulation. Meek for 3. Too long as inside Knapp tries to go for the rebound. She can't battle too hard because she's got 4 fouls.
Right, and Garza knows that, so her and Garza are going to battle off the boards.
So the Thunder get it up into the front court as it comes to Pearson. Pearson, get it back to Lusk. Lusk to Rogers. Rogers 3, no good. Tapped once by Knapp, no good. Garza missed it, gets her own rebound and puts it back in.
Out of control Pocatello folks over here.
Down to a 9-point Preston lead, 38-29 with 3:10 to play. Ward up into the front court. Garza trying to front Knapp to deny her the ball. Get it back in. Robertson, three-pointer from the right corner is good.
That'll quiet him down a little bit here.
Ball deflected off an inbound pass. Comes to Wrigley up into the front court. Back to Pearson. Now Garza's little 12-footer. That's no good. And Preston has the rebound again. 41-29. Preston with the lead. With 2:40 to play. Robertson's got another 3 from the same spot. No good. High rebound. Tapped by Knapp. It'll go out of bounds to Pocatello. Got a timeout call here by the Thunder. Full timeout. 2:36 to play. 41-29. Preston leads by 12. We're back again right after this.
KACH.
Thursday night, the Preston Indians get back on the floor when the Blackfoot Broncos come to Preston Gym. The Indians are off to a great start to the season with a 9-1 record. However, Blackfoot is also off to a great start this year as well. Join Lyle Fuller and myself as we'll have the call for this very important game for both teams. Our coverage gets underway on Thursday evening with the pregame show at 7:15 and the tip-off is set for 7:30. It's the Indians and the Blackfoot Broncos Thursday night on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
You know, John, this Pocatello team doesn't look like a team that's lost 2 in a row and 3 out of their last 4. They're tough.
No, they're playing us very tight. You know, their execution has been great. And they're patient. They're a lot more patient than we are, trying to get that ball inside and passing the ball. We're trying to make these quick cross-court passes, and it's just not working for us.
So, ball belongs in the backcourt to Pocatello. Again, Preston shows full court pressure as they get it in. As it comes to Rogers. Rogers will give it off to Pearson. Cross-court pass comes back to Bunderson. She's trapped in the corner, still looking for somebody to give it to. Finally able to give it up, and it comes to Lusk along the baseline, intercepted by Meek, who steps out of bounds, trying to get control of the ball.
You know, that's one of the strong things that Meek brings to the team is she anticipates those cross-court passes, and she can get to that spot in a hurry. She's very quick.
Garza to bring it in under the basket. She throws it to nobody. They got to chase it down into the backcourt. As finally going to get it was Pearson. Gets away out of a double team. Give it back to Garza down low. Lay it up and in. Garza's got 23. And the lead back to 10 again with 2:05 to play. Ward trapped in the backcourt. Gets it up to Robertson. Skip pass to Meek. Looks at a 3. Looks good, is good. Haley's got 16. As they get it back up into the front court, do the Thunder. As it comes to Rogers. Bunderson. And has her pass deflected out of bounds by Anderson. So again, it'll stay underneath the Pocatello basket for the Thunder. Preston leading by 13 again. 44-31. Come around the screen set by Garza. Get it back. 3-pointer here by Pearson. No good. Tapped inside. Back to Garza, and she's fouled, and that's going to be 5 on Acacia Knapp. So Knapp's going to foul out of the game. That'll be 10 fouls against the Indians, but still could just be 2 shots here for Garza. You can't shoot free throws until you get the players fouled out of the game off the floor. So Garza leaves. So Knapp leaves. No points in the game here tonight. And Emma Kuntz will come back onto the floor. So that puts Preston a little more of a disadvantage here in the last 135. Because who are they going to have match up with Garza inside? First free throw is good.
Well, they're going to have to put Michaela or Meek or Anderson on her, or like double team her at least.
And she's got 24. And we'll get the second free throw here. Looking to extend the lead. 6 of 10 from the line, make it 6 of 11 as she misses that one. Ward with the rebound, gives it to Robertson. 1.5 to play here in regulation. Comes to Meek in the front court. Haley holds it, gets it to Anderson at the free throw line, swing it back out top to Ward. Preston bench wants the offense to run the way it's supposed to. As they don't, and we had a whistle on the floor, and I think the Indians took a timeout. So timeout, Preston, a 30-second timeout, 44-32. And we'll take a break here real quick and be back right after this.
KACA.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
KACH.
If you're Pocatello, John, when you start launching threes?
Well, that's either that or, because I think we'll just kind of pack it in now. We'll try to move the ball and maybe kill the clock as much as we can. But
12-point Preston lead, 44-32. Haley Meek to bring it in, gets it into Anderson. Then we'll get it back from Amber. Haley holds on to it out near the timeline. Swing it back to Ward. Bad pass, knocked away, and stays with Preston. As Ward takes it back down into the left corner. Tries to dribble it back out, 1:05 to play. Back outside to Anderson. Amber used up her dribble, then kind of found herself out in the middle of nowhere and gave it back to Meek. 56 seconds to play as Preston continues just to roll without the ball. Anderson down low, missed the layup. Ball's loose on the baseline, and it's going to be tied up. And it'll go back to Pocatello again. And once again, we'll get another timeout. So timeout on the floor here as they try to decide if it's going to be a full or 30. It'll be a 30. We'll take a timeout again with 48 seconds to play. Be right back.
KACA.
We are proud of what milk can do. It nourishes friendships and partnerships. It nourishes bodies and businesses. It nourishes nonprofits and schools. It nourishes families and far-away lands. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
.48 seconds left. Preston lead by 12, but they're not letting up. They're just going to stay with the full court pressure, and they didn't get the ball in either. That's a 5 count. The ball's going to come back to Preston. So that's a 5 count, one against each side.
Yeah.
So Riley Ward will bring it in. They did a good job. They ran about 25 seconds off the clock in that last possession, and they get it into Meek in the corner.
That was almost a 5 second on us again.
Wants to drive. Garza comes around and takes it away. And Rogers almost lost control of it, almost had a carryover. And then it goes in the front court to Pearson, and Pearson throws it out of bounds. Clock down to 34 seconds to play. Comes back to Ward. Meek. Robertson up in the front court. Holds it there, gives it back to Haley. Fakes the three, wants to drive down the middle, shoots over Garza and makes it. Haley's got 18 tonight. As it goes back to Bunderson in the backcourt. Almost traveled, able to get it back to Rogers. 14 seconds to play. Preston's going to survive this game by the hair on their chinny chin chin. As it goes down low, Pearson misses the layup. Back to Garza, put it up and in. Garza's got 26 in the game. 2-1, and that's all. And Preston will win it tonight by the final score of 46-34. So Preston breaks their 5-game losing streak. They pick up their first win in conference, and they go to 9-5 on the year. Pocatello's now lost 3 straight and 4 out of the last 5, and they are 6-9 overall on the season. Final score tonight, 46-34. Stay tuned. The postgame show's coming up right after this. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care, when you have an occasion where you need someone to take care of your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We have all the parts you need to take care of your car. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. And by Motor Jungle. They'll fix the cars that other mechanics will refuse to touch. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show. Coming right up.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
We had no winner on Wednesday in the KCH Money Magnet contest, so Thursday morning during the 7 o'clock hour, the jackpot will be worth $145. Be listening for your chance to win during the 7 o'clock hour Thursday morning here on KACH.
Here is a great idea for lunch today, or any day. Try the fresh buffet bar in the deli at Stokes Market in Preston, with a different theme every day, but enough variety that anyone can enjoy it any day. There's also the fresh salad bar, so you can mix and match your favorite salad fixins to create your very own best salad. Now that your mouth's watering, add one more thought: the convenience. Every item on the buffet is ready to eat now. The fresh buffet bar, another reason to shop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tires scoreboard. Well, welcome to the postgame show as the Indians able to pick up their first win in district play this year, a 46-34 win over the Pocatello Lady Thunder this evening. And John Slaughter, boy, this game ran the complete gambit of emotions. It started out kind of slow and sloppy, and by the time we got in the last 2 minutes of the game, it was fast.
I'm furious.
Furious and a little bit crazy at times.
Boy, you're not kidding. Like you say, we saw two different teams. But then the thing of it is like Brad said, they'd been off for a while, so they started out slow trying to find their feet, their shot, and everything else. And then, in the second half, both teams says, you know what, we're better than this. Let's go for it. Let's start working the ball inside. Let's get some shots off and make some difference, make some noise.
Difference in the game for Pocatello was when they started finding Kinsey and Garza to get more shots, and she took over offensively.
Yeah, Garza, you know what? We'd love to have someone like Garza on our team. You know, I mean, just a freshman, and what is she, 6'3", 6'2"?
Oh, she's got to be taller than that. She's probably closer to 6'4" or 5.
But just a wonderful specimen to put on a basketball team. She's terrific. She's really impressive to me for what she can do as a freshman.
Absolutely.
She's just barely coming off these little league type teams, but. Yeah, she's an impressive gal. We'd love to have someone like her on our team. But you know what? I'm going to give kudos to our team. We started slow, but we came on strong, and we held it up. Yeah, do we have some things we've still got to clean up? After a long break, and when we come against Century, it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little harder, but I think we're on the right track.
For the Indians, Haley Meek showing her abilities again, coming back off that sprained ankle. She led the team in scoring with 18.
And that's a good sign. That's one thing we wanted to see tonight, is how quick she could get back into the rhythm. I mean, she was still on the ball. She was playing Meek basketball, the way she likes to play. And she started playing with confidence, hit a couple of good threes, and got into the ball game and got into the rhythm. And when she's like that, she's unstoppable. She's as good as they come.
You always want to look at the positive. For the Indians, they're able to break a 5-game losing streak here tonight with a solid win.
Yeah, and like we said in pregame, and Ryan says, Coach Harris said, Pocatello's an improved team. They're going to win some ball games this year. They're going to stun some people. Once they get these younger players up and ready to go, they're gonna be good. They're going to be good.
So Preston wins it 46-34. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll look at the the game stats as we continue right after this.
KACH.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance. 153 North State in Preston.
Thursday night, the Preston Indians get back on the floor when the Blackfoot Broncos come to Preston Gym. The Indians are off to a great start to the season with a 9-1 record. However, Blackfoot is also off to a great start this year as well. Join Lyle Fuller and myself as we'll have the call for this very important game for both teams. Our coverage gets underway on Thursday evening with the pregame show at 7:15 and the tip-off is set for 7:30. It's the Indians and the Blackfoot Broncos Thursday night on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, look at the stats brought to you by Naylor Insurance, with many options to serve you: home, health, life, and auto through Liberty Mutual Insurance. It's Naylor Insurance, 153 North State Street in Preston. Call them at 852-0810. First for Pocatello, what can you say? Kinsey Garza with 26 points tonight, and she was 6 of 11 from the free throw line. So good night tonight for Garza. Alexa Teno finished the game with 3. Taylon Rogers had 2, and Emily Rigby had 3 on her 1 3-pointer that she made. Free throw shooting wise, Pocatello 9 of 17 tonight from the free throw line. For the Preston Indians, Keisha Knapp, before fouling out, did not score in the game. Riley Ward finished the game with 10. Amber Anderson had 2. Michaela Robertson, with one of her better games of late, finished the game with 16. And welcome back Haley Meek with several 3-pointers tonight. She finished the game with 18, and Preston was 6 of 8 tonight from the free throw line. So the Indians win it 46-34. We'll come back. John will have our player of the game, and we'll tell you what's on tap for the Lady Indians coming up right after this.
KACH.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
In the fairy tale, the lion needed to have a thorn removed from his paw. So it is in real life. Every so often our tires pick up thorns and debris that need to be removed so that our world can keep going round. When it happens to you, think Motor Jungle. Motor Jungle can help you with all of your tire needs, whether you need a new set, your current tires need rotated, or to remove the occasional thorn. Motor Jungle is the go-to guy, tackling the jobs other mechanics turn down. Motor Jungle at the north end of State Street.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
Well, Preston with a 12-point win tonight for their first win in district this year. And John Slaughter, who is your player of the game?
Well, I'm going to give it to Haley Meek because, I mean, this is her first game out, and, you know, other than the 1 minute she played against Star Valley. But she came out and she got some confidence, and she played well. She was high scorer of the game for Preston, or high scorer for team. And so she came out and she did a terrific job. But I've got to give also a kudos to Michaela Robertson. She played almost the whole game. I think she only came out for a short period of about 20 seconds maybe. And but man, what hustle her and Anderson did underneath, you know, and a terrific job tonight. The girls are starting to mesh again. They're starting to get that confidence they had at the first of the season when they were winning, you know, really well. So, you know, kudos to them, and I think we're on the right track.
So our player of the game tonight brought to you by Rouse Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. As they break ground on Phase 3, now is the time to contact them about a lot or design options that you can have built for you. Rouse Construction, 435-232-1837. Before we say goodnight, John's got a final thought from you.
Well, you know, we got to see something that, you know, about Ryan Harris today, you know. he can get a little hot under the collar, and he got a technical tonight, but that's not unusual for him. But the thing of it is he really he had a valid point there. He, you know, on the technical that he got, he wanted the timeout. We had possession of the ball. They didn't give it to him, and then one of his big players got caught for a foul, which put her in foul trouble. And so you know, I can understand that. But these girls, you know, they know they're well supported. We had a good crowd here tonight, and I think they're on the right track. I think they'll do well.
Well, across town, Westside was hosting Garza tonight, and Westside a 44-37 winner tonight.
Garza?
Or I said Grace. I said I got Garza stuck on the brain watching her score 26 points tonight.
I didn't know who they were playing, but yeah, they were playing Grace. So they came out victorious.
Yes, they did. So that'll wrap up our coverage for tonight. Our next broadcast is here tomorrow night from here at Preston Gym, when the Preston boys will take the floor as they'll play host to the Blackfoot Broncos. Pre-game show tomorrow night, 7:15. Tip-off right around 7:30 here tomorrow night. Join John Slaughter, Lyle Fuller, and myself as we'll have the action for you coming up here tomorrow evening. The executive director of Preston and KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator tonight was John Beverly. Special thanks to John Slaughter for the color and work on the camera tonight. And until next time, I'm Dan Hubbard, reminding you of the final score as the Lady Indians win it tonight by the final score of 46-34. Until tomorrow night from here at Preston Gym, have a very pleasant good night, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.